Yeah, no, our car was good today. We just did race setup pretty much most of the day. It's kind of hard with these sessions though with time. You don't really have enough tyres to be able to all fly, and they seem to lengthen it as well. So that was a bit frustrating, but generally good balance. We just stayed in traffic most of the night. Obviously the top speeds just from a big toe, and that's about it.
Once again, with all the attention kind of being detracted on your team, you once again feel like the invisible man, like you were in Indy?
No, like I think you know, our team's been you know, very quick at most places, and especially the mile and a half. Dan was super fast here last year, and we've come actually quite aggressive, I think, for this weekend, and that should, you know, definitely transfer into great speed, and that's what it's done so far. I know Dan's had a few issues with his race car with the rear end, but ours just seemed to roll off the trailer pretty nice and has got good speed, so we're pretty happy.
Yeah, considering, I mean, you hadn't won yet, but you've had a good year. How do you characterize your season so far?
Yeah, I'm sort of stuck into these second places and fourth places, which is a bit frustrating. I think out of the last nine races we've got from last year, so you definitely we want to get a race win. I think our side of the team's very capable of it. Obviously, the 10 cars has 2 wins already, which is you know, not so good for us. So we need to step it up, and obviously Texas would be a great place to do it. I've had a good couple of second place finishes here, but you know, we definitely need to turn these into some wins.
But as far as what you want to do for season title, at least you're doing that what you need to do.
Yeah, I'd still like to win, man. There's no doubt about that. It's you know, each weekend we come to win, and it's no different this weekend. And I think there's more pressure on that after, you know, so many seconds.
What was your first reaction when you saw that banner?
It's pretty funny. That's all I can say. I don't know which picture I like best. I'm with the track guy and Don King or the other one, but no, it was pretty funny. It was good.
How important is the high line here? I see a lot of people running really high.
Yeah, it's, you know, last year it didn't seem to be as important. You know, the low line was quite fast, and you definitely gained on people, and whenever you could get below, you would make good passes. The high line here, once you get 2 cars wide, they just seem to get stuck together, and nobody really goes forward. I was even trying the 3rd and 4th lane tonight, and it seems similar. You sort of just get alongside whoever you're with, even if you're 3 wide, and nobody really seems to move ahead of the other. So, you know, that might change with weather conditions, and maybe if the track grips up a bit, but at the moment the bottom line seems to be pretty good.
This track has featured some of the closest racing, closest finishes in IndyCar history. Any reason for that? Why do we see that?
I think it's probably just the, you know, the general package that the IndyCar series you know, has for these places, and then I think with Texas, just with the banking, provides a lot more grip and you know, very good side-by-side racing, and tonight seemed to be more so. Like, you could run 2 sets of 3 by 3, or you know, 3 cars alongside each other, and there was some, you know, pretty big packs forming already. So I think for a very green circuit, it's going to be a pretty tough race.
When you go down the backstretch into turn 3, just what's the transition like when you're in speed there?
It's not too bad. I think the worst transition here at this circuit is off at 2, especially tonight with the wind. It affected you quite a bit, and you have quite a bit of understeer, and then when you come off, the car unloads very quick, so you know, it gets a bit of snap oversteer very fast. And going into 3, it's actually quite good because you pick up understeer just coming in if you're behind cars, and then as soon as you hit the banking, the car turns, which you really need.
Scott, obviously there's always some intense racing here. What is 28 extra laps going to do for this place?
Yeah, I know, they keep lengthening it. They don't give us too many tyres, which is tough for the weekend. But no, you know, it's great. I think all of us drivers love these circuits. It's definitely a different kind of racing that, you know, I think all of us have come from, but have learned to love, and it's just, I think it's great for the fans. You know, the race a bit longer. I think it's going to be exciting from the start to the finish.
Will it change in strategy, or was that already going to change because of the difference in ethanol, fuel cells, and everything?
Yeah, it's changed a little bit. I think it's put a little more emphasis on pit stops this year. Just general mistakes, but I think, you know, at this place, if you got a good car, you're going to come from the back to the front anyway.
And you said you enjoyed the banners, the spat. What's your thought about all the attention that's generated?
I think it's good. It's good for the series. More people are looking at it. That's what you need.
Surprised at what it's done? What's been generated?
I, to be honest, haven't been following it too much.
Oh.
Your
I've heard,
nose
I
is
heard something
growing.
about it.
Your nose
No, I
is
haven't.
growing.
I haven't.
I guess I'm surprised it kind of mushroomed like it did. I mean, obviously this track decided to just jump on it and play it up a little bit. I mean, is that what made it what it was?
Yeah, Eddie's obviously good at doing things like that, and it is good to see. You know, I think the sport needs a little more of it.
As long as it's not your face on the banner.
I think it's quite humorous.
Now, who would your money be on in an actual bout?
Definitely Danica.
Scott, we've had some issues with the track this year before. How's the surface here this year?
No, it seems pretty good. I think the biggest issues for a lot of the guys are the in and out of pit lane. Pit exit is very bumpy, but you know it's the same for everybody. So far tonight, you know the high grooves do seem to be bumpy, but you know it seems very similar to last year.
Al was telling me that we're running the same compound that we ran both at Homestead and at Kansas, but you don't expect that sort of race. I mean, we saw a couple of guys hit it at those two tracks and everyone else kind of chasing them all night.
Yeah, this track's I think a little more forgiving. If you miss on the setup, you know you can still come back and you get plenty of time to make changes, you know, especially with the race being longer. But yeah, I don't think there'll be cars going off like we had at Homestead, well at least I hope there isn't. You just got so much grip at this place, I doubt it will happen.
Last year was pretty much a two-team battle between yourselves and Penske's. How much does the return of AGR into the mix kind of really mix things up?
Well, it's tough, you know. Obviously there's 4 of them, so you know, having them all being fast, you got to be careful how many points they take away from you. So it seems, you know, it's definitely the 3 teams at the moment. They're a little stronger in different areas, but you know, it's the same every weekend. You just got to go there and try and win and beat those teams. But the competition has definitely stepped up for us.
And what about a guy like Thomas? You know, I mean, here's a guy, you know, if he get Vision Racing, his first victory this season.
Yeah, Thomas is, you know, he's been doing well. I think he's definitely, you know, gone leaps and bounds against his teammates. You know, when he's had good cars and you know, he's kind of in a bit of a frustrating situation there, I think, and you know, he does seem to drive beyond what he has a lot of times, which has been good to see this year. You know, he's definitely stepped it up, and hopefully he can get a win soon.
But he's a guy you kind of enjoy racing with.
Yeah, Thomas is good. He's a good guy. It's great having him as a teammate, and it's definitely always good to see your mates do well.
Thanks, Scott.
Cool.
Thank you.
You mentioned the